All right, welcome back, you guys, to the Digital Asset Dudes YouTube channel. Let me check my mic, everything working. All right, cool. Today, we got a red market. Well, we got a red week for the market. My quant is down to 109. I scooped up some quant at 110. I think that's a great buy. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, y'all. Y'all go ahead and do your own research. These are companies. The companies that I click on and I'm looking at, I always look at because I'm interested in these projects. Algorand is one of my favorites. I bought some XRP this week. I'm going to be covering more news on that. Yeah, we could pretty much got a red week, except for Neo, some other ones. I don't know too much about Neo. All right, let's get into the news. It says Twitter adds Ethereum wallet support to tipping feature. Now, Twitter already had crypto tipping. They had it in Bitcoin. They had released that in September, but now they're adding Ethereum to the tipping option. And I thought it was funny because when I first found out, I saw the news on Twitter and people were clowning. I saw a bunch of tweets. One guy says, "Can someone explain to me how ETH tipping on Twitter is supposed to work? Try to tip $2 and get hit with $60 in gas fees. Why? It's a joke. That's why." Moving along. I guess I wanted to start with the funny tabs first before we get into the more serious shit. But yeah, Charlie Munger, vice president of Berkshire Hathaway stock, compares crypto to venereal disease, warns of inflation danger. I thought this article was a little funny. Charlie Munger said that inflation is America's greatest danger besides nuclear war. And then he said he's proud of the fact that he avoided cryptocurrency, that it's like some kind of venereal disease. I thought that was hilarious when I heard him say that on video. That was funny as hell. Here's a video of him ranting more on his hate for cryptocurrency. Let's listen. I hope you guys get a good laugh out of this too.
And those two functions, when they're mixed, as they are in a stock market or Bitcoin, create a speculative mess and a speculative orgy. And it's dangerous for the Republic. It isn't good to have a lot of people trying to get easy money for sure, just from gambling.
Wait.
I want to ask you about cryptocurrency, which
Sorry, y'all. I thought I started from the beginning. Here we go now.
you have been very negative about, calling it rat poison, and you hated the success of Bitcoin. But are you surprised that it's gotten even more mainstream since then?
Well, I'm not survived. If you stop to think about it, it's an ideal currency if you want to commit extortion or kidnapping or have a protection racket or something. Why should a civilized government want an ideal, untraceable technology to come into the payment system run by a bunch of people who want to get rich quick for doing very little for civilization? Of course I hate it. I don't think it's good that our country is going crazy over Bitcoin and its ilk. I think the communist Chinese were wiser than we were. They just banned it.
Any predictions on what's going to happen with crypto in the United States?
No, you let a bad genie out of a bottle, God knows what happens. I think it was a huge mistake to allow it at all. And the truth of the matter is our regulatory establishment, when they quit the government, they go out into this heavily promotional capitalism. And so it's very hard to get the government to make good, wise decisions about something like Bitcoin.
Okay, so we got Charlie Munger's take on crypto, updated. This man hates cryptocurrency with a passion. It's funny as hell. Man. I think it just shows he doesn't really understand what the true nature of cryptocurrency and what it's really capable of. If he did, then he would know that cryptocurrency is actually the worst thing for criminals. And every transaction on the blockchain is trackable. So I think that the FBI even has tracking software for Monero, one of the most private coins in the cryptoverse. So, moving right along from that, Charlie Munger stuck in his ways. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Berkshire Hathaway reported $1 billion of crypto into their portfolio, I believe, in the past year. So he's saying all this bad shit about cryptocurrencies. Meanwhile, his company is loading up their bags. So be mindful of that, y'all. They're gonna talk shit. They're gonna keep you at bay, but they're gonna load their bags up. Remember that. I guess Snoop Dogg has been killing it in the NFT world. My man, I forgot. I saw he had some crazy $1 million NFT portfolio. Saw that on Instagram. But today I saw he's going to be turning Death Row Records into an NFT music label. So all of his artists will be into the metaverse. All of his artists are going to have NFTs and stuff like that. I think that's super great for the NFT space. I think that's great for Snoop Dogg. He's been killing it lately. Shout out to him, man. Moving right along. I don't want to stay there too long. We'll dig into that article. Some real important political crypto type news. Banks have begun freezing accounts linked to the trucker protests. This is in Canada. If you haven't been following the news in Canada, basically some truckers have been protesting, I think near Ottawa. I think that's a big city in Canada. I'm not sure. I don't know. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But they're blocking, I believe, supply from coming in or out. And there's like thousands of trucks parked out there. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. But basically, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, enabled an emergency act, enabling or making it so that the banks in Canada will have to freeze anybody who's participating or supporting that protest bank account, investment account, insurance account, credit cards, cryptocurrency exchange accounts, any financial asset that they can get their hands on of yours is going to be froze. And I think they even threatened to suspend corporate accounts. And I don't know how true this is, but I've been hearing people say that even in the emergency act that they said that they would be coming to get some of the protesters' dogs. They would kill their dogs. So it's a lot going on in Canada. I encourage you guys to do your own research and look into that. That's a very interesting situation. But what's important when we can learn from this situation is that it's not okay for you to be able to have your money just frozen because you're standing for whatever. Regardless of what you're doing is constitutional or not. I don't think that they should have the right to freeze your assets, freeze your money up. It said this act will basically give the governments the power to target the bank accounts of people who donated on crowdfunding platforms like GoFundMe and GiveSendGo, or that have fueled anybody who has just fueled the ongoing protest. They're not even going to be specific about whose accounts they're freezing. I also like to highlight that it was interesting that half of the money from one campaign, from the GiveSendGo campaign, came from the United States. So it shows that they're getting a lot of support from over here on this end, which is pretty good. And anything else? I think that was all for that one. I think that was going to lead me into my next slide, the importance of having a Ledger hardware wallet. If you are interested in getting one, I have the link in my bio below. This is institutional grade security. Financial security is you being able to keep your crypto keys private, offline, in your own possession. This is just like having, it's not just like, it's akin to having your money with you. in a safe versus in a bank. I think we're going to be seeing some kind of financial reset soon, so it's going to be handy to have one of these anyway. So we have that cyber attack that they've been planning for, and they just wipe everything out. Let's say all of the power goes out, and then when we get back online, your bank account is empty. Now what? None of the banks know what to do because everything reset because the computer systems went down, the grid was down. Now your digital money in that bank account is gone. But if you had your Ledger Nano hardware wallet, your money is safe. It was offline the whole time. When everything's back up, boom, you're still good and ready to go. So like I said, the link is going to be in my bio for the referral. You'll get 20% off if you use my code. Just saying, think you guys should look into that. We got some XRP news. Brad Garlinghouse tweeted out, "The truth is out for everyone to read. What we see is that the SEC waited 8 years to decide that they disagreed with the analysis, decimating thousands and thousands of XRP holders who they purport to protect in the process. So much for being mission driven." So what he's talking about is this guy, the general counsel for Ripple, Stuart I don't know how to say his name, Alderodi. He came and tweeted out the public 2012 memos and commented on them, said that it is clear XRP do not constitute securities. So that's pretty bullish. I think one more piece of bullish news for XRP is some old news. Former CFTC chairman declared XRP not a security way back in June 17 of 2020. So if we got other, leading officials in other sectors saying it's not a security, hopefully the judge rules the same. That's pretty much everything for this episode, man. Digital Asset Dude signing out. Love y'all.